Have you talked to House?
It's 6 a.m. He won't be in for a few hours. I keep a roll of quarters in the car.
I just turned in my log, and guess what I saw? There's an opening in the diagnostics department.
House wants an intern?
He's never had one before.
You gotta figure he doesn't want an intern. He wants you.
Our patient is Kendall Pearson, 16-year-old aspiring pirate.
She's a Canadian kid who's trying to be the youngest person we saw around the world.
She collapsed yesterday during a practice run. Luckily for us, cameras were there. Corporate sponsors want us to check that she's seaworthy before the clock strikes. You're too old to set a record. Gives us 3 days. You've still only got one, right?
Last day as a student. Could be simple dehydration. She told the Coast Guard she had felt dizzy.
Pulse and BP were normal at the time of the rescue. It's not dehydration. What about your internship? You sign up this morning?
Actually, I'm still deciding. Maybe she had a seizure, and that's what caused her collapse.
Coast Guard reports there's no sign of head trauma.
What about her back? Look, right before the collapse, she hit the small of her back on the railing. Damaged adrenal glands caused adrenal insufficiencies, which caused the collapse.
Nice. Blood draws every 15 minutes for 4 hours. Let's track her cortisol. Masters, there's no hurry. There's no wrong choices. At least that's what they tell people who make crappy choices.
What's with the sudden interest in her future?
You know, a blacksmith who spends this much time hammering out a new blade from raw jello. It's curious about who ends up wielding it.
No reason to be curious unless you're interested in wielding it yourself. You want her to intern here.
And you're considering this?
Before I make my decision, I still have one more LP I need to get, so I'd like to go to the ER.
13, why don't you take Masters to do the blood draws? You can remind her about all the perks of working for me. You want the job or not?
After careful consideration, I have decided to accept your offer for an internship.
Great. My department has a slightly different procedure log.
You forged the last one. I only did 9 LPs.
Do you know how to do an LP?
Of course.
Do you know how to do 9 LPs and say it was 10? It's time to grow up. Turn that in, the job's yours. Stop staring blankly and go. No doubt something horrible has just happened to our patient. Do you happen to stop and give 13 an LP? 13 stiff gait, small pupils, and the raging headache she's hiding gave you away.
Yes. And I still broke a rule.
My rule. I told you to defy the man, not this man.
Why is it so wrong that I don't like to cheat?
Can we go?
No. Not liking it is fine. Not doing what you don't like makes you an 8-year-old. Wastes your potential.
You want me to be like you, it's not gonna happen.
That's the last thing I want, because then neither one of us would be exceptional.
You think I'm exceptional?
Not anymore.
I can do my job without compromising.
No, you can't. I'm not gonna let you. Internship's gone. It's time for Masters to say goodbye. Enjoy being a surgeon. You'll be fine.
Can someone take the retractors for me?
Not really.
I have to use the bathroom.
I know you're a rookie, but you gotta be kidding.
I'm not.
It can wait.
I'm gonna have an accident.
Next one in line, grab it.
What's wrong?
Hypotension, low cardiac output. Float the swan.
Don't you have your own surgery?
I took a break. I told them I had to pee.
Lie. Small one, but it's a gateway lie.
I care about the patient.
Another lie. You care about being exceptional.
I told her dad I was gonna take care of her.
A third lie. Welcome to the slippery slope.
RA is 8, equalization of pressures.
And she has restrictive pericarditis.
Add that to a calcified pineal gland.
When is a calcified pineal gland not a calcified pineal gland? I realize technically it's never, but
When it's a granuloma, it's Wegner's. We should start her on steroids.
But she had a high CK. Wigner's wouldn't explain that.
Dehydration does.
Yes, but the calcified pineal could be sarcoidosis.
you had me at I had to pee. But 13's right. Start her on 3-fold immunosuppressants. Masters, if you want to fight me on this, fill out a consult form so you can stick around. Welcome back.
I'm not back. I'll just be staying for this case. I'm stuck.
No, you're not. Case is over. You're back to surgery. And fetch. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. Hey, good boy.
No one will stop Kendall's sale. You need to step in.
Sign on the door says I'm a diagnostician. Cool diagnosis means I'm finished.
She could die.
Pretty sure the law of the land states that everyone has the right to be an idiot. Thanks to the Second Amendment. Fetch! Bring it here. Boy. Who's a good boy?
You are constantly railing against hypocrisy, forcing people to face the truth. This time, nothing?
Yeah, because they face the truth.
And made a decision that will, in all likelihood, kill their daughter.
I'm fine with that. I wanted a diagnosis, I got it. What do you want?
I don't want her to die.
Break the rules.
I can't.
So coloring inside the lines is more important to you than saving this girl's life. I was wrong about one thing. You were not exceptional. And fetch. Oh, good boy.
Arrest. 3rd-degree heart block. Likely paraneoplastic syndrome. Need to get into the OR for pacemaker and plasmapheresis.
What's going on?
Cancer is causing her heart to slow down. We have to get her to the OR and treat her. This is what I was worried about. If this had happened at sea, she would be dead.
Oh my God.
We need you to sign the consent form. Authorize us to amputate her arm.
Subclavian access established.
Temporary pacer ready.
Don't need it. Push calcium chloride. It'll fix the heart block. Bradycardia was me.
You did this?
Parents signed the consent form. Amputate her arm. You had a cardiac episode that required us to bring you into the OR. That crisis resolved, but... What did you do? What did you do? During surgery, we found cancer in a lymph node in your neck.
So you cut off my arm?
Cancer was already spreading. It had to be done.
I told you I didn't want this.
If we had waited until after the sale was over, you would have died.
That record, that was everything.
It wasn't everything. You have a life, a future.
You weren't supposed to do this. How could you?
Because we love you.
I hate you. I hate both of you.
Okay.
My arm.
Someone has got their pouty face on.
I did things no doctor in their right mind would do.
Good.
I manipulated, lied, forged, stole.
I don't want to know the specifics. Might be called to testify.
I broke the rules because I believed I was right.
You were right.
Then why don't I feel good or satisfied? Instead, I just feel like throwing up.
And you're following me to ask how I break the rules and maintain my rosy demeanor.
I didn't do it to be happy. I just thought I would be.
You can't always get what you want.
I can't do it. I'm leaving.
Surgery?
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do know I don't want to be here.
Nothing will ever be simple again.